Welcome to another episode of Andy's Garage and the C19E46 episode 2. Episodes 1.5 and 1.75 aired last night. They were shot in the dark, as you may have seen, and aren't very watchable as a result. We're going to ignore those and talk about springs, which is one of the issues from the MOT failure sheet. Rear springs, oh no it wasn't, that's right, not mentioned at all. However, come and have a look at what we found. And there's our broken spring out. I'm going to talk about that. I'm going to have a little rant. There's a little unboxing, and then there's this week's free giveaway, because we're all about building the channel, millions of subscribers, looking after our Patreons, like, subscribe, tick, all the rest of it. Right, so this came out, and there's the bit off it, of course. And what do you notice? This is from the left and this is from the right. Immediately you'll see, counting the coils, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, arguably in a bit, versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6. The other thing you notice, if you look at the top of the two springs, now this one is drawn out. It gets thinner and thinner and thinner, the diameter of the wire, as the coils reduce in size, and this one stays pretty much constant diameter all the way up to the top and all the way to the bottom. Final thing you notice when you look carefully is that the diameter of the hole at the top and the diameter of the hole at the bottom are different, and that's part of the design, because when you look on the car it has these locating lumps, one on the suspension arm and one in the body that you can't see, but it's the same, different diameter, so you can't get the spring in upside down. Why is that a problem? Why is that an issue? Well, this is a very nice spring. It says KYB, can't read the number on it, but it's not a cheap spring. But we know now, because it's the wrong length, because it's the wrong number of coils, because it's the wrong number of diameter coils at the top and bottom, and because this hole is not the right size for the body shell, it's not from BMW. So the mechanic who fitted this, after the original one we assumed broke, ordered a spring, it came in, he pulled the old one out, looked like this, but it was in two pieces. He didn't put them alongside each other, he didn't count the coils, or if he did, he ignored them. And then he would have had a right fight to fit it, because if I put these two alongside each other on our bench, if you put the camera across there, and using the bricks as a datum, you can see the differences in height, and obviously this one is broken as well, so you can add a bit on. An inch and a half difference. And then having fought his way in, and this diameter is too small, so it wouldn't have seated very easily, and it's too long, he eventually got round to jacking the car back down onto the floor and looking at it and thinking, yep, that's perfect, move on to the next job. Now this is good for me, because I'm an amateur mechanic, I don't get paid for this, I make a lot of mistakes, I usually have to do things at least twice. But when I see things like this, when people get paid to do this on someone else's car, and then says, yep, here's your bill, thanks very much, here's the keys, goodbye, it makes you wonder, maybe I'm in the wrong job. Going to come back to that, but unboxing first. Paint, wheels, paint, nail brushes, guess what they're for. And then we got front suspension wishbone rear bushes, there's the old to come off, and vented no less for your pleasure rear discs. Yeah, so that's all good. Halfway through fitting those, we come around here. So we have the caliper on that we looked at yesterday, arrived yesterday. New disc on this side, there's the spring in place, which is where the broken one was. And we've drained and replaced, I don't know, half a litre of old fluid. So new fluid all the way through. And then at the front, if you can look down in here, there's the new bush in place on this side. And now when you push that, barely any movement. And before there was, I don't know, 6-7 millimeters perhaps, something like that. Two more things. So your friendly mechanic, having given you the keys back to the E46, can you see this, Todd? I was thinking, so what? So here's our E46 heading into the roundabout. That's a lick, and the broken spring is on this side at the back, and it's too long, and it's therefore pushing this corner of the car up. There's more weight on this wheel than on that wheel because they're not matched. And then you turn into the roundabout with some speed on, and there's weight transfer to the outside. So this outside wheel with the broken spring, the wrong spring at this stage, is really propped up, really stiff. And so you turn in and the car's roll is resisted, and it takes the left-hand entry to the roundabout beautifully. Problem comes here. As you, the skilled driver, start applying right lock to get round the curve of the roundabout to your exit here. I should have said we're going straight on, and it's fast. So at this point the weight transfer shifts, and it goes, instead of onto the inside wheel, it goes onto the outside wheel, the left hand one, which is on the shorter spring, which is also being pushed down by not only the weight from the cornering forces, but the additional pressure because the inside spring is now forcing that side of the car up, adding weight to the outside wheel. So what's going to happen? Having committed to the roundabout at this speed, got away with the first bit, this is where your accident will happen, because the outside wheel can't deal with the loads, it's carrying more than its fair share, the back of the car will slide, and you'll either control it and have a little bit of a change of underwear necessary, or you won't, and you'll end up over here somewhere. That's what I'd call dangerous. But the skilled previous owner and driver of this car managed to keep it out of the ditch, despite his friendly mechanic leaving him with a real challenge as to how the thing handled after its last little bit of servicing. So finally, this week's giveaway for all our Patreons, subscribers, all the rest of it, is this broken KYB spring off a car we don't know. It's certainly not off a BMW E46, we know that much. It's a first come first served giveaway. Obviously we can't get out, so we can't bring it to you, we can't post it. So first to come and get it out of this grey bin before the bin is collected a week on Friday gets to keep it forever. Tune into episode 3 soon. Thank you for watching.